Welcome to Leading with Respect, the podcast dedicated to exploring the power of respectful leadership in today's dynamic workplace. I'm your host, and today we're diving deep into what it truly means to lead with respect and why it's not just a nice to have, but a crucial ingredient for success. We've all experienced the impact of both respectful and disrespectful leaders. Today, we'll unpack the science behind it, explore practical strategies, and hear from some of the leading voices on this essential topic. So let's get started. Respect isn't just about being polite. It's about acknowledging the inherent worth of every individual. As Dr. Brené Brown, a renowned researcher and author, emphasizes, respect is not an option. It's a fundamental human right. This isn't just feel-good fluff. There's solid science backing it up. Studies in social psychology, particularly those focusing on social identity theory, demonstrate that when people feel respected, they're more likely to identify with their team and organization. This leads to increased loyalty, engagement, and productivity. Think of it like this. When you feel valued, you're more likely to invest your energy and creativity. A study published in the Journal of Applied Psychology found that employees who felt respected by their leaders reported higher levels of job satisfaction and lower levels of stress. But respect isn't a one-size-fits-all concept. It's about understanding and valuing individual differences. As Simon Sinek, author of Leaders Eat Last, notes, true leadership is not about control, but about creating an environment where everyone feels safe and valued. To practically apply this, consider actively listening to your team. As Stephen Covey, author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, advises, seek first to understand, then to be understood. This means paying attention to what your team members are saying, both verbally and non-verbally, and acknowledging their perspectives. So how do we translate these psychological principles into actionable strategies? Strategy number 1, consistent and fair treatment. This means applying policies and procedures equitably, regardless of individual differences. Avoid favoritism and ensure everyone has access to the same opportunities. Think of it like a level playing field. Open and honest communication. Be transparent with your team, share information openly, and communicate clearly. Avoid vague or misleading statements. As Patrick Lencioni, author of The 5 Dysfunctions of a Team, highlights, trust is built on vulnerability and honesty, accountability and responsibility. Hold yourself and your team accountable for actions and decisions, admit mistakes, and take ownership of errors. This builds trust and demonstrates integrity. Think of it as leading by example. Empowerment and autonomy. Give your team members the freedom to make decisions and take ownership of their work. This shows that you trust their abilities and respect their judgment. As Daniel Pink, author of Drive, points out, autonomy, mastery, and purpose are key drivers of motivation. Constructive feedback and recognition. Provide feedback that is specific, timely, and focused on behavior, not personality. Recognize and appreciate your team members' contributions, both big and small. A simple thank you can go a long way. A great study by Teresa Amabile and Stephen Kramer, detailed in their book Progress Principle, highlights that small wins and recognition of those wins are a huge driver for motivation and workplace happiness. Leading with respect isn't just about individual actions. It's about creating a culture where respect is the norm. Establish clear expectations. Define what respect looks like in your organization and communicate these expectations clearly to your team. Create a code of conduct that outlines acceptable and unacceptable behaviors. Address disrespectful behavior promptly. Don't let disrespectful behavior slide. Address it directly and professionally and take appropriate action to prevent it from recurring. Promote diversity and inclusion. Create a workplace where everyone feels welcome and valued, regardless of their background, identity, or perspective. Celebrate diversity and foster an inclusive environment. Encourage collaboration and teamwork. Foster a culture of collaboration where team members support each other and work together towards common goals. This builds a sense of community and belonging. Model respectful behavior. As a leader, your actions speak louder than words. Demonstrate the behaviors you expect from your team and hold yourself to the same standards. Ultimately, leading with respect is about building relationships based on trust, empathy, and mutual understanding. It's about creating a workplace where everyone feels valued, respected, and empowered to succeed. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining us on Leading with Respect. We hope you've gained valuable insights into the power of respectful leadership. Remember, respect is not just a virtue, it's a strategic advantage. Don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, keep leading with respect.